Yamaha Motor Europe has officially sent shockwaves through the motocross world by announcing the landmark signing of five-time FIM motocross world champion Tim Gajser. Who will join the Monsterenergy Yamaha factory MXGP team for the 2026 MXGP season and beyond. The 29-year-old Slovenian will line up aboard the factory YZ450F alongside Maxime Renault, forming what is unquestionably one of the strongest and most accomplished rider lineups the MXGP paddock has seen in recent years. Gajser arrives at Yamaha with a resume that few riders in modern motocross can rival. Over the course of his career, he has amassed 5 FIM Motocross World Championships, alongside an extraordinary tally of 97 race wins, 52 Grand Prix victories, and the remarkable 125 career podium finishes. Those numbers firmly establish him as one of the most successful and influential riders of his generation, and his addition represents a major coup for Yamaha as it looks to reassert itself at the very top of world motocross. From a broader perspective, MXGP has just received a massive injection of intrigue and intensity ahead of the 2026 season. For the first time in his professional career, Gajser will not be racing a Honda. After spending more than a decade battling against Yamaha and the rest of the field aboard Honda machinery, dating back to when he entered the Grand Prix ranks as a teenager, this move marks the end of a long and defining chapter. For years, a switch away from Honda seemed almost unthinkable, but as motorsports so often reminds us, timing and circumstance can change everything. With contracts expiring and the competitive landscape evolving, Yamaha moved quickly and decisively to secure the services of a rider who, when healthy and in form, may still be the fastest man in MXGP. The move also makes sense when viewed through a technical and competitive lens. In recent seasons, both in MXGP and AMA competition, the Yamaha 450 platform has consistently been regarded as one of the strongest packages on the line. The bike's starting prowess in particular has stood out, with many Yamaha riders becoming consistently strong off the gate. For a rider like Gajser, who is lethal when placed near the front early, this could be a game changer. Give him a top 5 start and he is immediately a threat. Provide him with regular hole shots, and suddenly the rest of the field may find itself racing for second place. That said, the transition does come with challenges. After spending virtually his entire Grand Prix career on Honda machinery, this is a significant adjustment for Gajser. Compounding that is the limited time available for adaptation. He is only now able to begin riding the Yamaha, leaving him roughly 6 to 7 weeks before the MXGP season opener. In a class as competitive as MXGP, that is not a lot of time to fully adapt to a new bike, team structure, and technical philosophy. On paper, however, this appears to be the lone drawback in what otherwise looks like a very smart and potentially career-revitalizing move. History suggests that adapting to the Yamaha may not be as daunting as it sounds. Numerous riders have transitioned smoothly onto the YZ450F, and the new environment often brings renewed motivation. New teammates, new engineers, new routines, new colors, and even new gear represent a psychological reset, almost like starting over. The parallels to Eli Tomac's move to Yamaha are impossible to ignore, as that switch famously rejuvenated his career and unlocked some of the best riding of his life. Yamaha will be hoping for a similar effect with Gajser, and if he finds comfort on the bike quickly, the return of peak Gajser speed in 2026 is a very real possibility. The timing of this move also adds another layer of intrigue to an already stacked MXGP field. Yamaha's strength extends beyond Gajser, with Maxime Renault already established as a title contender. Elsewhere, Lucas Cohen enters his second year on the 450, Kay de Wolf steps up in his debut season in the Premier class, and Andrea Adamo continues to develop as a force at the highest level. At the same time, Romain Febvre will be doing everything possible to defend his world title, and if Jeffrey Herlings truly gels with his Honda, he could once again set the benchmark pace that everyone else must chase. Against that backdrop, Gajser's arrival at Yamaha significantly reshapes the balance of power. From Yamaha's perspective, this signing is about far more than one rider. The manufacturer has invested heavily in the continuous development of the YZ450FM over several seasons and views Gajser as the ideal rider to both exploit and further refine the platform at the highest level. Bringing a multiple-time world champion into the program sends a clear message to the competition. Yamaha intends to fight for world championships consistently in the years ahead. Gajser himself has struck a measured and pragmatic tone since the announcement. He has made it clear that the ambition remains unchanged. He wants to fight for the title, but he has also emphasized preparation, adaptation, and above all, health. There are no bold proclamations or guarantees, only a focus on testing thoroughly, fine-tuning the setup, staying consistent, and avoiding unnecessary risks. After everything he has been through in recent seasons, Gajser says he is feeling good right now, fit, resilient, and mentally refreshed. Tim Gajser's move to Yamaha does undoubtedly mark the end of one of the longest-standing rider-manufacturer relationships in modern MXGP and the beginning of an entirely new chapter. How quickly this partnership translates to race-winning and title-contending performances will become clear once the 2026 season gets underway. What is already certain, however, is that this transfer carries enormous significance and is set to have a lasting impact on the competitive landscape of MXGP. Preparations are underway, the focus is sharp, and the plan is clear.